we've said this before. There's no redeeming that. Hopefully, someone will come pick it up soon.
Garbage day.
Or hopefully you had like, you know, a plastic sheet covering your mattress.
I mean, one of the two. Can I get new Jinjee branded sheets? What is Jinjee doing? Is he asleep right now? Here, let me.
He's not underneath. He must be upstairs.
Oh, he's not underneath.
No, he's not.
He's not in his bed?
Nope.
No. Sorry, audio.
Let me go see if I can
help you, bro.
Lure the cat.
If you can be a lure the cat. I just realized you're having the exact same problems as satellite TV. That's not a thing anymore because Bell replaced it with the IB in the area. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I hate life without Jinjee. Oh, here. We might have a Jinjee making an appearance.
Suck my kiss.
You don't want treats, Jinjee? You get close sheriff mouth cam and far sheriff mouth cam. Is Jinjee hanging out with Carl? No, and probably never. To be honest
everyone.
with you.
You're looking splendid.
It probably smells like coffee. Jinjee. Well, top of the bonjour.
Hey, I don't think I actually like the cat at all. No, it's weird. Way too high.
It's way too high.
Yeah, it's weird.
Why would you wait till now to say
Well,
that?
I guess it looked fine when we were getting things ready, and now that we're actually sitting down and filming, like. But hello, everyone.
You realize that I have to pull out a table and everything to change everything.
That's fine. We'll just have it from here today.
This is where it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was good for about 30 minutes, but it apparently doesn't work.
No,
now.
we didn't actually sit down and see how we look together. We were just concerned about lighting. So
That's true. That's true.
But now that I sit down and I get an eyeful of it, I'm like, framing. I'm not like, ooh, the framing's great. I guess is my thought.
Mad Enigma thinks we look great.
Thank you, Mad Enigma.
Thanks, Mad Enigma. I think the nice thing about the downward angle, though, is it hides any extra chinage.
Yeah.
I might have to fix it from continually autofocusing, though.
Yeah.
Dude. We'll see. Well,
I guess maybe it's just hard because, like, from, like, the screen that we're looking at versus where it is, like, it just, like...
Yeah. Both hotties. You guys look like you haven't shown me Jinjee today, and I'm upset. Well, Jason...
You know, Jason, he's been a fucking prick this morning.
He has. He's been violent. He's been
really violent towards me, and I'm just, like, not in a mood to deal with him.
It's true.
I give him nothing but what he wants, and he just nips at me. And, I can't... Some days I'm fine, and then other days I just don't have the emotional capacity to, like, deal with, like, being nipped at all the fucking time.
Did you get banged on Twitch or something? Oh, no, yes, Hanwei, sorry. Also, hello, everybody. Danny, Jason, Mad Enigma, Mr. Levity, Brack Attack. Hanwei found us. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, Hanwei, we, here, let me fix this fucking autofocus.
It's like the camera has a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a heartbeat here. Here, I'm going to give you this. So, Hanwei, Jinjee seems to be channeling an overtired toddler. Jinjee is... Do we want to go back to our original cam position?
I think so.
Oh, there's Jinjee.
Yeah, he's right there.
You being a dickhead? Say hi. I'm Jinjee the dickhead. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Mr. Levity, the nice thing about us being on YouTube is you can watch the video afterwards. And it will always be here. Mr. Levity said he told Pars about us on YouTube yesterday. He's mega busy going to Disney World soon, but he's going to try and visit at some point.
Who's going to Disney World?
Pars.
Pars will trip. Jinjee.
Oh, it's showing like photo mode.
It's because it's the way it's set.
Okay.
We did have it in order. Don't you worry. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, hey.
The cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When the cheese comes out, this puppy comes looking. The rules are the rules and the facts are the facts. And when the cheese drawer opens, you gotta pay the tax.
Gotta pay the ginge, okay? Sorry.
Meow. Meow.
Ginge. I just need to set up a table quickly. The ginge tax. Tax. You gotta pay the ginge tax. Also,
He's being sweet now.
Mr. Levity, say hi to Mrs. Lev for us. I seen that message. Apparently she's up doing pretty tired today, you said?
Gosh darn.
Gosh darn. Sorry, guys. Getting there. Where it's gonna be.
Oh, Abby says cheese tax when you're in the fridge. Your child demands cheese tax.
Really? Abby says cheese tax?
So
Okay.
have you like Pavlov dog your child with cheese?
I will explain to you, Hanwei. Also, can you tell that Jinjee can see birds outside?
Well, no, they aren't outside.
Oh, his tail was going.
Oh. Yeah, we have birdseed right outside the front door, and we have a lot of cowbirds, American goldfinches, chickadees, sparrows. They're very cute. I'm certain Carl attacked one of them
Any
last
Carl
night.
updates?
Oh, we saw
is
Carl. Yeah,
fine.
Carl's fine. Yeah,
Carl's fine.
Carl's been around a lot. He was like, yeah, he's around like all the fucking time. Haven't seen him today, but he was around like a few times yesterday, and then the day before that he was kind of just like around all day. Like he even came, Jinjee was acting really weird by the front door, and I like went over and like out of the corner of the window there I could see like Carl's tail. I was like, oh, Carl's just like patrolling in front of our front door now. But then it was also after that that I saw some bird feathers on the ground. So I just hope that Carl did not get either an American goldfinch or the Baltimore Oriole. Those are the only ones I really care about because they're special. Well, special and cute.
They are very cute.
The cowbird, while making interesting sounds, is technically a pest bird, so...
I'll explain in a moment, Hanwei. Don't you worry.
Mr. Levity, you didn't know that there's a bird called chickadees?
Oh, they're my favorite.
They're so cute.
When I was a little kid, my grandma had a book of birds, and for some reason I just always thought chickadees. Yeah. Just about that.
This is also a fun fact to start your day. Did you know the Latin name for a robin is the Turdus migratoris?
True.
Yeah, I particularly like the Turdus part. I think that's quite funny. Whoever decided that, I'm gonna call this bird a Turdus. I don't know. I like that person. Hello.
Are you being nice right now?
He's being sweet. He got all of his like shittiness out of him earlier. Time and relative dimension and shit. Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
The Turdus migratoris.
Woo.
Sounds like the ghetto version of the TARDIS, yeah.
The Turdus migratoris. There we go. Get this back to how it's always been for everybody.
So it was, and so it shall always be.
How's that?
Great.
That better?
I think so.
You guys paying the cheese tax where you are? You're not. Them's be fighting words. The cheese tax.
Oh, I realized something else. Do we have background music going on right now?
We do not.
That's what's missing. I was like, normally there's like a noise that I hear at this moment in time.
I don't know about I was thinking about background
I mean,
music.
we don't need it. I just was like, what's missing in my head? And it's just like,
Just focusing.
it's just background space music. That's what I normally hear, like doo 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 doo.
Yeah, just some. I was, you know what? I was listening back to some of it, and I was like, "Oh, sorry guys, I can't sit down."
Oh, here, let me.
No, it's okay. They would rather look at his funny little butt head.
I am gonna go make some cheese soon.
Yes, we're doing making some cheese tacks.
Yeah, we're gonna make our own
That
cheese
autofocus
tacks.
was a bop.
Oh,
Is it?
yeah.
Oh, thank you, Jinjee.
But there's one sound that no one knows.
Oh, wow.
What does the fox say?
Bing, 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 bing. What does the Jinjee do? Look at this little boy.
Bye bye.
Bye, turkey man. Freaking turkey man, I tell you, that guy is such a turkey boy. So, show Genshin Impact progress. You guys don't care about my Genshin Impact progress, Jason. Don't freaking lie to me.
No one cares about
Actually, I mean, I could do my daily quests while you. I just don't know if it'll like short out the computer, like all the cameras and the capture card thingy. But well, maybe, Jason. I am the best. I'm the best Genshin Impact player there is, if you guys didn't know that. I literally asked for a Genshin cooking stream.
Well, you're gonna be cooking.
My cat used to stick its tail up all the time. Did it to my grandpa once, and he said, "No thanks, I don't want my pencil sharpening." Oh my good lord. I'm glad that things are set up and I can sit down now, and you know we can all be part of a family. How was everybody's yesterday? Their Tuesday. Today's hump day. Hopefully you have something to make it a good hump day, as it were. As it were.
That is.
Jinjee, why are you so curious? Why are you so curious? What are you so curious about, dude? Freaking curious. My yesterday was fucking garbage shit ball
I'm
salad.
sorry.
Yeah, Jason.
I too also just woke up and it, but I can blame that to like hormones.
Garbage day.
Oh yeah, it was Danny's birthday yesterday. Happy belated birthday. Mine is actually on Saturday.
It's true. You're gonna be 34.
Honestly, I fucked up because I was thinking yesterday it was 33. So it is 34.
I mean, I didn't realize that I was gonna be 36 this year. Oh, I
Yeah.
get it. I had a hard time accepting that knowledge.
I'm just gonna zoom this in.
Oh yeah, Mr. Levity, you need to select live chat each time you join. It's weird that for some.
Yeah, it sucks.
No, don't feel old. Mr. Levity said you're making us feel old at 39 and 45 respectively. I just totally forgot how old I was turning this year until I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna be 36. But I should also make you that freezer cake later this week for your birthday.
That thing was really fucking good.
It was so fucking good. It tasted like a cheesecake, and it was a gazillion times easier than making a cheesecake, I'll say that.
Yeah. Also, don't feel old.
Yeah, please don't.
If it makes you feel any better, I literally have the spine of like an 80-year-old. So,
Oh, there was
same.
a
Amber alert.
dangerous persons report. Do you want
Say
me to
where?
read it? In Saskatchewan.
Breaking news!
Let me
Breaking
read you
news!
Breaking news out of the province of Saskatchewan.
The news is breaking.
Dangerous person alert issued by Saskatchewan RCMP. Reported homicide by shooting in Saskatoon this morning. 2 suspects, 1 male, 1 female, fled the scene and are reportedly armed. No further descriptions available. Suspects considered armed and dangerous. Last known location west of Beardies and Okamasis First Nation. Traveling on foot. Saskatchewan RCMP responding. Do not approach suspicious persons. Do not pick up hitchhikers. Report suspicious persons, emergencies, or information. Call 911.
Yeah.
Let's lock the door. Maybe.
That's not even close to us. That's up north.
Okay, great.
So they have arms that'll help them carry the guns. What guns? We're in Canada.
Yeah,
bro.
they don't. You don't have guns in Canada.
Beardies.
They might have guns.
I'm pretty sure Beardies is way up north. Maybe we should verify.
There's a place called Titanic.
Titanic, Saskatchewan. There.
Good.
We have some of the dumbest names. We have urine. Urine's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where it is?
It could be guns, Mr. Levity. There's a good chance that it was stabbing.
We are safe. I would imagine. It's in and around this area.
Okay.
We used to live here.
Yeah.
I think it said Duck Lake, actually. I think Duck Lake is just right in here. Yeah, Duck Lake.
Laird.
Also, Hanway, are you still here? Put your stab vests on, Evan and Krissy. Yeah, honestly, there's a lot.
My mithril vest.
Anything in and around our two major cities, like this is the epitome of. Oh yeah, Smuts. A lot of people go to Smuts Lake or for camping and stuff. Kalonze. Had to go to the avocado tax. We'll mainly be lurking. Hey Bracken, thank you so much for being here. We always love to see you. I'm not sure if Bracken's listening or Abby's listening.
There's a place called Carrigan.
Really?
Abby demand the cheese tax.
Carrigana, there you go. Rural municipality in Porcupine Plain. That's Saskatchewan. Let's just see what else we can find. Oh yeah, Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, we go past Defoe all the time, and we always call it like Willem Dafoe.
I actually sent you a Hindi temple instead of a hello. I mean, hey, Hindu temple. Sorry. That's Namaste. Is that Hindu?
It's well, no,
what
it's
are you
it's like
looking at?
it's in Buddhism and Hinduism. It's what you say to each other. It's basically like the God spark in me acknowledges the God spark in you. It's basically what you can kind of translate.
Me to you.
Yeah. It's what I say also when, like, you know, I'm dealing with someone that it's like, I can't stand you as an individual, but I know that on some level, because you are like another human being, I have to like express kindness to you on some level. I'm just like, namaste to you.
Namaste. Cut knife. Oh yes. I'm
yeah.
trying to think. We have.
Are you making fun of like the weird places? Because we have a lot
the
of fucking weird places.
The problem is that we don't know of them as weird anymore. Like Jason, here's Big Beaver.
That's not weird to me.
Oh God, I know.
Lonesome butt.
I thought I've never seen Lonesome Butt. There's a place in Saskatchewan called Lonesome Butt. I know it's Butte.
Yeah, it's Butte, but still.
But still, I've never seen that. I didn't know that was there.
Lonesome butt.
So, where is?
I didn't know my butt had a place named after it.
Yeah, where's Big Beaver? Oxbow, Big Beaver. So in Big Beaver, this area here is actually quite it's a geologically neat area where we are. This is like it's an old plain, like I don't know what they called it, but basically it's a deep valley, but it's called the Big Muddy.
It's probably like a drainage basin at some point.
Yeah, it's really neat actually compared to like this is all flat prairie farmland, and then in the middle of nowhere there's just you just plummet straight down into what looks like an alien world compared to where you just were. Like so for instance, like you can see this is kind of pretty generic prairie.
Yeah.
Right? But as you kind of go over this hill,
Hi, bud.
Jinjee? You? Am I going the wrong way? Yeah, we always joke that the Big Muddy was right by the Big Beaver. It's just south of it. I mean, Does it make sense, right?
When it comes on my lap.
But there's no down.
Or
There's gotta be. They probably lost service.
Probably.
Oh, here we go. Not far enough yet.
He's being very sweet. Now
course
that he's
he is.
like,
But yeah, like you can even see looking at this how much it changes. Like, what the frick is that?
yeah.
It's different. It hasn't even gone down the hill yet. Come on.
Kitty, little ball of fur, happy kitty,
Why not?
purr, purr, purr.
Whatever, just trust me. But yeah, it follows this whole ridge or whatever this is. Like I don't know what mountains look like.
Well, you know we've been to the mountains in Alberta.
Doxed? What do you mean doxed? We're showing the entire province.
Yeah, well, like nowhere near where we are.
Yeah. The funny thing is pretty much all of these places it's showing right now, a lot of them do not actually exist.
Like the search bar.
I searched a bunch of stuff. Kayville, Crane Valley,
Van Gogh.
Harp Tree, Scout Lake, Lonesome Butt, that's silly. Summer Cove, Wide View, Context, Aneroid, Admiral, Simi, Weimark. These are not actual places anymore. They only exist in historical record or have been turned into farmland.
The answer is, Jason, they are not accurate anymore because I think it showed Saskatoon as our home and work.
Yeah, that's true. It might have showed. You guys can go visit my mom if you. I think that might be the address it shows. Yeah, no, those are definitely inaccurate. But Jason, thank you for pointing out that docs. Just to make sure that you get your comeuppance. Bad Jason. Bad Jason. I love that. Jason's like, who did the art? Who did the cover art?
Pretty face. Did you just wink at them as a sausage? How dare you?
Jason's like, who did the cover art? And I was like, AI did the cover art.
Yes.
It's actually, I don't know if you guys ever look at that kind of stuff, but used.
Mrs. McSausage dog.
How is you said Mrs. Lev is a bit tired today? Oh. Felt it wrong. Images.
I should
keyboard
probably
sucks.
start making.
Cheers.
Yeah. I have cheese to make, and once again, these things are not quick processes.
It's true. Oh my God! Look at all
Look,
that food and cheese.
I've done my mise en place.
Oh my God! Look at all of that. There's tomatoes growing in the corner.
What's 85 degrees Fahrenheit and Celsius, Mr. Levity? For those of us that don't understand the freedom units, we use the make sense Celsius.
Can somebody tell me about freedom units? We don't have any freedom units. Freedom units. Freedom units.
Unless we're talking about cooking. That's the only time I understand the freedom units. Is in
Also,
regards to like food. Around 30. Okay.
We're actually.
It's nice today here.
Yeah.
It's like going to be, I think, high of 27, but right now it's probably around, I don't know, 19-ish.
Let me
chillier,
check. Let me
maybe
check with that.
17.
If you really cared about temperature units,
Be
you'd be using
using
Kelvin. So I had.
That's 18.
Oh, yeah, today is super nice. Cloudy. Maximum of about. God, no. Quit going up.
No, it's maximum of 26.
26.
That's good. I'm not upset about that.
The
It'll feel
smoke is
nice.
gone. Who's Kelvin? So I had to use a lot of kilopascals and PSI conversions when where I used to work. That guy. Yeah, Kelvin is he's a stupid not stupid. I mean, I guess it's more math or scientifically accurate temperature recording. But yeah, pretty much. All I know, rope making time. I mean, cheese time.
Let me grind while I build this rope. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Say hi, people. Hi, peoples. Are you breathing? Anime. I want to find the best settings. Oh, bonjour. Oh, très bien, bonjour. Bonjour. And bonjour. Very good hello. Pretty sure is what très bien bonjour means. There you go. You can see the beep boop.
Beep boop.
Jinjee boy.
Beep boop.
Alrighty, we're gonna head on over here to the cooking cam.
Jinjee, you let me move?
Jinjee? Jinjee, you let mom move? No? You become a movable object? Oh, here, you come to me. Come to dad. Nope. You wanted the camera in a different place, so I needed the table. Actually, here, how about I go get the other plastic table from the camper?
Oh my
Conway! Dropping a subscribler. I'm gonna have to make that last on the screen a little shorter. Hanwei, yes, let me give you the rundown quickly. We did post some stuff on our Discord to kind of give it oh well, so Mr. Levity, subscribing means something different on YouTube. Subscribing means basically like following. So let me tilt this up so you can't see my crotch. So Hanwei was just basically following the channel. And you're already subbed. Yeah. But Hanwei, we wanted to make the switch for a couple of reasons. One is mainly that we can a lot of our VOD, we don't have the financial means to purchase a bunch of storage space to download our VODs and stuff to keep them, because we have Starlink. It's just not feasible. If we were downloading our VODs every time, basically the internet might not necessarily be as usable at that time. So they'll be able to store on YouTube and they'll be here forever. We're able to actually push through a little bit better quality than we were with Twitch, because there's known routing issues, because Twitch's servers are all over, and with YouTube you only stream to one server. Yep. Switch over here. And our family members and friends, like we live in a province, like in reality I refer to it as like a Facebook province in a Twitter world, where people still use kind of the normal most social media, right? Like TikTok is a little less prevalent here than, say, you know, YouTube or Facebook or whatever. So we just wanted to be able to share stuff with our family and friends. And I did make has a massive Canadian or CDN, probably bigger and more wide. Sorry, this stupid, like, I don't know why this, like, it's a YouTube thing for, I don't know why this. Wee. Oh, God. I clicked too many times. One sec. What the fudge? Yeah. Here, let me turn this up.
I am making cheese, and what I am doing at this moment in time, you'll see my hand stirring my pot. I can't reach it. Oh, can I get in both? You can see me in both cameras at the same time. So, I am making cheese. This is six cups of milk I have put into a large pot. And now I
can hold. Oh, you're trying to be in the camera.
Yeah, I'm trying to be in both cameras at the same time. And I'm trying to do... okay, so this is actually a good yoga stretch. Because it's like, separate your body. So I'm making cheese. I have six cups of milk in that pot. And we're just gonna stir it until it reaches 190 degrees Fahrenheit. And when that happens... we're gonna add some vinegar in it.
Yeah.
And then let it sit for 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And then stir in our fresh chives that I've gotten from the garden and some salt. And then put it into like cheesecloth.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's gonna coagulate, or is it curdle?
Yeah.
The cream milk. It's neat. It's a neat process. You'll see. Just watch. I know you want to. So yeah, sorry, Jason, I misspoke. It's not a single server, but it's a single RSTM or RTMP link or whatever. So in OBS, when you're streaming to Twitch, you have to either select a specific server in a specific area. And in Canada, we have basically 3: Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa. But Starlink, apparently, I've read a lot of Reddit when Reddit worked. Starlink has a problem when it switches servers, and it causes drops, apparently, and latency issues. And it's a known thing that's just, it only happens on Twitch because Twitch does it that way. But when we stream to YouTube through OBS, you technically you're only sending it to one place, and then it's whatever YouTube's doing on the other end is fine. It just kind of strips out a layer of potential problem. You know what I mean? If you have A, B, and C that could be causing an issue, take one of those variables out, and then just basically it's Starlink that sometimes cuts out. I did put the dish up a little higher, the satellite dish, because the trees have grown, and they're kind of... Yesterday when stream cut out, it was actually mildly... It had a... Oh, I have to go to the bathroom, so I was going to walk over there. So basically, it senses a... Sorry. It senses a disruption in an obstruction, so it cuts out for 0.4 of a second. I can see it on the Starlink statistics. But the problem is it then takes 20 seconds to recalibrate the signal. So it drops for just a split second, but then to recalibrate is where the total problem comes. But... yeah, so outside of those particular technical problems, we also wanted to... I feel like everyone was basically just being forced ads down their throat, even regardless of how much I didn't want that to happen. And it's nice to have you guys able to watch whatever it is that we do here without having to be pitched, I don't know, the latest crappy TV show from Amazon or whatever. But where's Jinjee? Is he sleeping? Might point the camera at Jinjee while I use the washroom. I'm just gonna set the mic here.
So the milk is at 116 degrees Fahrenheit. So we got about and what is that? A 70? Oh no, 117. About 73 more degrees to go till it reaches temperature, and then we can turn off pot and stop stirring the milk. And so the reason I'm stirring it is to prevent scalding. Hello, Happy Mask.
Yeah, Mask is chilling a bit before taking the dog out for.
Well, you can enjoy the beautiful visuals of me stirring a pot of milk. It's kind of like what's that Hindu creation myth where is the stirring of the sea of milk by like the tortoise, the person on the tortoise's back. I don't know, something like that. There's like some sort of creation milk about like there's like a sea of milk and there was stirring in the sea of milk.
Is it milk? All I know
Yes,
is
it's milk. It's like it's somewhere in the one of the Hindu creation myths, something to do with a sea of milk and that sea of milk getting stirred with a stick. Make your own inferences from there, as you will. But we're at 126 now. How exciting!
When does it start to curdle?
It will curdle when I add the vinegars to it.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
When?
I'm looking for 190 degrees.
190.
Yes. But like I said, I'm just stirring it to prevent scalding, because ain't no one want scalded cheese.
Come on, baby, more than that. Hot-blooded.
Look at that beautiful Lodge pot. This is one of my prized possessions in my life, is this pot. There are a few things that I'm like, oh, I love that item.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of things that my
Happy Mask, just reading your comment, that sounds disgusting.
What do you say?
He said, yo, speaking of milk, I always have a glass of milk before bed. So I had a glass by my bed, and I forgot to put my glass from the day before out, so I had a swig of spoiled hot milk. That sounds terrible. That sounds absolutely fucking dreadful.
Honestly, when I lived with my brother, if that happened, he would have cut my head off and sent it to our mom in the mail. So I lived with my brother when I went to university for 6 months before my anxiety got the best of me, and that had to change, and I had to go back home. But I lived with my bro. Now my bro is a lot more particular about things than I. And one of the things was if you had milk or something, and then you left it in like the container without rinsing it out, because we used to like rinse our dishes, set them to the side, and then wash our dishes. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I hadn't lived with them for very long, and I had used a cup for milk. I drank the milk and I set it to the side. And you know what milk does when it plasticized. It turned into milk plastic. And I just remember, I'm pretty sure I was in my room He whipped the cup at my bed or something. And he's and I was just like, oh shit. And you know what? I haven't forgotten since. So how we doing over here with the cheese?
Good.
Oh, my wife, the cheesemonger. Mongering the cheese. I'm just gonna set this in a location that it might pick us both up. Oh, homemade yogurt. That's not how it works. I kind of understand, I guess, the milk, to like kind of. So sometimes I wake up in the morning with really dry mouth from, I don't know, but it's hard for me to get the water to take away that dryness. So I need coffee, something like that. What temperature are we at, my dear?
Almost, well, we're at 150. 40 more degrees Fahrenheit.
40 more, 40 more. I am check if Reddit is pretty much in super blackout mode still. I fell asleep with a bowl of cereal before it wasn't nice. Here, okay, I'm going to tell you an embarrassing moment of mine. It involves drinking. It involves being too drunk and McDonald's. I know you guys have probably never heard of those two things together, but my friend, basically the party had ended, whatever, I can't remember what we were doing, but my friend took a bunch of us to McDonald's, and they dropped us off at home, not a big deal, and my friend had called me in the morning and he was like, I threw up my McDonald's everywhere. And I was like, oh God, that's disgusting. I was like, you're such a loser. And then I looked in my room and I had slept on a cheeseburger all night. My sheets looked so fucking weird. And I was just thought to myself, I can't believe I just called another person a loser. I fell asleep at the start of this stream yesterday whilst I was in bed on mobile. Miss Lev stormed in and she's like, who is that woman you're talking to? I said it was Evan. Whilst I was in bed on mobile. You have friends? I mean, when I was younger, we hung out and drank and stuff. A lot of them are having kids now. My one buddy, he might come see us next week or whatnot. We'll see. He's you never know with him. For my bachelor party, he rode his bicycle. My God, let me see how far.
It's a 5-hour car.
He rode his he could have used a vehicle, but for some reason he was determined to ride his bicycle 555 kilometers to my bachelor party, which is, no, I want it in miles, not meters, which is 344 miles. And then he rode it back, and the only thing that stopped him is the bike literally broke, like one town away from where he lived. Yeah, and he like slept in the ditch and stuff in like a tent or whatever. Either way, I show up at the golf course with like my brother and my friend's there, and I was like, "Holy shit, your first one here." where's your you got your clubs or whatever? And he had like 3 clubs. And I was like, you got 3 clubs all the way from Alberta? And little did I know, the reason he was the first one there is because he slept at the golf course, and he only had 3 clubs because he fucking taped them to his bike.
In a guitar case.
In a guitar case. And basically, I mean, obviously, we all started off mildly alarmed, you know? First of all, we were amazed at the feat of sheer willpower to do that. Like, it wasn't, he didn't do it for me, but he, you know, wanted to do it. And the destination, there was an event for me at the other end. But, I mean, basically what we settled on was it was something that he wanted to do, so he did it. And I was very flattered that someone would go through such effort to attend my bachelor party and our wedding. A friend of mine got a bowl of cereal at my house years ago as a kid. He sat on the rocking chair and rocked away. Yeah, milk and cereal is not a rocking chair food. Maybe porridge would last. You know, it might slurp a bit, but it won't come out. I'm safe after stream ended. Mr. Ballin started playing because while camping, I slept with an ice cream sandwich. I mean, that's pretty intense. Did you guys, Jason, so what you're telling me is I need to dress up as a cheeseburger? Jason, how dare you say that? Jason, I don't condone you talking about me like that. Just kidding. Let me in your body. Hello, Scroll and Silly Hat Man, you beautiful people. Hope the burger was comfy. I can imagine a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese would have left quite a varied colors on the sheets. It was bad, Mr. Levity. It looked like a murder scene came out of my bot. Like, what is it, Fifth Element or Total Recall? The thing that the stomach was basically what it looked like happened on my bed. Welcome, everyone. Oh, cool. I'm here at the beginning of stream. Scroll lock. Don't you lie to people. Mr. Levity says, I gotta say, I prefer YouTube. Better quality, more stable. Long may it continue. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Levity. I mean...
All hail YouTube.
All hail. Yeah, it just... I mean, it seems to work. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. Hey, Evan. Evan, how did you increase the quality from Twitch? Well, it has to do, Scroll Lock, with something to do with the way Twitch... the server, the way it functions, I don't know. I just seems more stable, so I increased the bit rate.
Let's fucking go, lads. Let's fucking go.
How are you, Silly Hat Man? Mr. Levity, Lockie had a bath. I already bought my hamburger. I don't like hamburgers, bro. Cheeseburgers. Just kidding. Actually, you know what?
I made a good hamburger.
You have almost made me into a hamburger person, Mrs. Lovely.
I made a really good smash burger.
Sheriff's threat. I mean, I am. How are you today, bud? I noticed you don't lock the... Yeah, well, I haven't looked at Kick much, but, I don't know. Twitch is, I don't know. The problem is they're taking something that people, like what you enjoyed about it, and they're trying to monetize every facet of it through advertisement. And it just kind of, it's like, sorry, I'm just getting a close view, a different angle of you stirring. Not a friend. But they're basically like it's kind of like Reddit, right? So for those of you that don't know, I'm sure you all do. Reddit is basically having like a huge protest blackout for most or a lot of the Reddits and subreddits on there. And it's because Reddit has decided to try and go public at the end of the year. And in order to increase their valuation and make their website profitable, they're taking something that was told everyone was always going to be free and available, and that's why it exists. And they're saying, actually, we need to charge 29 cents per 1,000 queries of our API. And I guess I don't. Do you think someone's just going to make a new Reddit? You know? But the thing is someone was pointing out yesterday, what else is there? A lot of things have a corresponding option, you know? Twitch has YouTube or Kick or Rumble or whatever. Facebook has whatever. But Reddit is just kind of Reddit. I'm not procrastinating with my dog walk. You indeed are. I had the best donair kebab gyro last night. Garlic pita bread, slices of lamb meat, lettuce, red onions, chopped cabbage, tomatoes, garlic mayo. I want it again. I'm sure if you try hard enough, you could summon the flavor sensations in the back of your palate. Locke, I've found that Evan and Krissy are about 15 to 20 seconds behind chat for me. Well, also, I do talk a lot, so I'm a little behind chat because I suck. Also, I set it to low latency. Maybe I have to set it to ultra low latency, and that would make it quicker. There's a couple of different options compared to what Twitch has. It's fine. YouTube's been shit for years, though. Yeah, there's nothing perfect. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong with that. No, like YouTube's problem right now is people are just basically claiming copyright on everything. Yeah. So, you know, like...
completely original material from us, you guys.
Yeah, like I know Twitch somehow, whatever it was, they built in some kind of fail-safe where ultimately... you're not the end target of the copyright strike unless it's very blatant. But yeah, and I don't know, it's kind of weird. I guess in this world, people are just trying to claim their digital assets. You know what I mean? I think kebabs are fantastic. I agree. I think a kebab and a donair and a hero are wonderful feats of human cooking. Ciao for now, Scrolllock. You take care of yourself. Why are Brits obsessed with kebabs? Honestly, that's one of the only things I know specifically to say in British language is kebab.
New donation from Mr. Levity.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Levity. You sweet man. Jesus is a friend of mine. Thank you, Mr. Levity. Jesus is a friend of yours as well. YouTube's probably fine for the non-monetized stuff, like what you're doing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, it all changes with monetization. I don't know all the ins and outs. Don't get me wrong. If we do something incorrectly, I apologize. I don't know Jesus. Well, Jesus knows you intimately. I'm just kidding. If you want him to. If you don't, that's fine. If you prefer to consider Jesus something else, like one of the meatballs for the flying spaghetti monster, that is also fine. It's just a funny song. It's hilarious banger.
It is an unironic banger.
Yes. When we say Jesus loves you, what we mean is a fracture of the omnipotence loves you, cares about your existence. However, that applies to your religious or non-religious beliefs. Yes, Lev, I need to make a new YouTube account just to be here. It's stupid you can't have a nickname in chat and your actual name for an email. So that was one of the things. I know that, so your YouTube account is obviously tied to significantly more than your Twitch account, right? So, having them separated isn't as easy as 1, 2, 3. Mr. Levity, thank you so much for that, my friend. We just seen that Kofi thing, and we'll put some more pictures on there. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a picture of my foot tan line from cutting the grass. You can see a toe if you want on there.
It's a dirt line.
It's a dirt line, but yeah. Now everyone I've emailed, including my parents, know I'm Mr. Levity. Whoops. Oh shit! I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even think of that. Rawr. I never left so much for walking. What? And this can be done at any time. Watching here is time based. What is that? Happy Mass Salesman, did you type that with your feet? My Gmail email address is stupid anyway. I don't use that one. I have several. I made a new one, obviously. That was one thing I wanted to do as well. I made a brand new email and stuff for this.
Can we talk about, for a quick second, about how all of us, the very first email we made when we were probably around 12 or 13 old, are absolutely fucking...
Mine was
Cherry with an I _babe. Like, why the fuck did I choose that? I was 12.
Mine was Screwy Louie. Screwy Louie at I think Hotmail, maybe? Screwy Louie. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why.
Like I said.
At least I'm not one of my earlier usernames, Rain Cloud and Bodo Fraggins. My real name is Silly Loves Jason's Butt. Is that? I didn't know. I mean, nowadays, that could be true.
My name's Jason, and I like Jinjee.
Easy game made for
I always like
Silly hat man's got the silliest willy around.
I was Obi-Wan Cannabis on Fortnite. That's really good.
That is good, yeah.
The only clever name I have ever had was stolen, and it was used for trivia night at a bar, and it was Tequila Mockingbird. Willa Mockingbird. Holy Dan the Man. Good to see ya, Pally O'Malley.
Yeah.
Dropping some voice commands I didn't get a chance to properly upload, but I mean, this is just between us right now.
I love Sheriff McLawdog.
He actually loves us both. He told me that. Don't worry. Please tell Krissy that her stirring is top tier stirring. How are we doing over there?
We're good. We're at
Here, let me move the mic closer to you.
180 degrees. Got about 10 degrees Fahrenheit more to go. And then we can add in the vinegar. Let it sit for like 15 minutes.
Bodo Fraggins. I mean, honestly, so that temperature thingy looks like a Nintendo Switch controller. It does, doesn't it? I will steal that name for my next quiz night. I mean, honestly, everyone thought we were much smarter than we were. I was secretly Shazamming all the music questions. And everyone knew it. And then I would just get drunkenly belligerent and like go up to their tables and be like, "You shut your mouths. Shut your mouth. Don't tell anybody." You guys, Mrs. McLawdog wouldn't have married me if she met me quite a while ago. And by Mrs. McLawdog, I mean Krissy.
Yeah, I do think it's actually funny that he calls me that still when he's the one who decided we're gonna go by our first names now.
Honestly, I want to stop calling you that because my brain isn't smart enough to differentiate the differentiate the two anymore. So I needed to make it easy on myself. I don't usually enjoy multiplayer, mostly because I suck. Honestly, I suck at a lot of things, Jason. Except for Genshin Impact. I don't. Lauren calls me powwow in real life. It's stuck. I know, isn't that's the thing though. It's okay that if I met you, if I met Krissy as her nickname, it's different, but she's also my wife. You know what I mean?
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
Unacceptable? It's so unacceptable. Krissy, stop stirring. Unacceptable. Sometimes you just gotta stop stirring the cheese. My wife just calls me. My wife calls me, "Hey, you guy." Usually Evan. Actually, you don't really have a pet name for me, do you? You don't call me Ev.
No.
Only my mom calls me Evie. Evie do.
I've never been like, because like technically, technically Krissy is my nickname. Like
That's
my
true.
my first name is Christina. I just go by Krissy. And I've just never really been a nickname person. Like even my best friend, her name is Charlene. Everyone else calls her Char. I never have called her Char, except when I give like instances like this. Like I don't know, I'm not a nickname person.
What is Eternal Caves, Jason? Let me type it in here. I do want to play Unreal Tournament. I haven't played a shooter game in a while. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had like I had at least 3 golden skinned guns in Black Ops. Because I was just the beast. That's where Sheriff McLawdog came from. Because the second weapon I used to use was the Law rocket launcher. Easy kill. I mean, with the rocket launcher, I was a sniper. But it was also from the South Park reference.
It's so weird because like it's at hovering at like 182 degrees, 181. But then sometimes when I stop stirring, it like goes up to like 190. So then I'm like, well, what? But if I stir, distributing the heat, it's like at 181.
So Dan, I made a Black Ops video with my friend in college, over 200 views. That was pre shorts. We actually, when we first uploaded that rope thing on my other YouTube account, it got like 750 or something.
777.
Yeah. Quick, Mrs. McLawdog, reverse the polarity. Does it matter which way you stir?
She blinded me with science!
I think that was 2011. Doesn't that just seem like forever ago? Forever and a million years ago? Jason, also, what's Eternal Caves? I looked it up. I want to see Eternal Cave Escape. A million years ago. I've gotten to the age where I don't remember my age, so kind of make it up as I go along. I just have to remember the year I was born and do the math every time. Oh, it's a map. That's why. The baby who was the son in Teletubbies has just had a baby.
Yeah, it's like
Feeling
an adult.
old
She's
now.
like an adult now.
Wow. Mr. Levity worked on in college for a game. Oh, you worked on a map? Mr. Levity? Where was I? Man, I got dumb brains. I have to say, I didn't know you worked on it, and I'm most impressed. I wish they had kept making them. I worked on the game whilst in college. They paid me well. Did some collision detection and voice pack coding. Wow.
What game?
Unreal Tournament. It's a like a first person shooter multiplayer versus thing, but it actually is, you may have heard of something called the Unreal Engine, which is basically, it's like a lot of games are built off of it. So it's it's pretty big thing in the world of gaming, the gaming world. We enjoyed watching videos on how much people were making fun of that Gollum game that came out. We're at 183.7. What is it? You dump in lime or lemon juice for...
Well, you need to put in ash. So you can use like either vinegar or lemon juice. Or like so like like in a regular cheese you use a rennet, but we don't have rennet. We're making a farmer cheese, which is just like you add an acid base to it.
Why have your butt in your own face?
You know what? Maybe we'll just call it there because it keeps kind of going up.
Does anyone know why the cat would want to put his own butt in his own face? Yeah, I guess because this isn't the induction top, it might continue to rise a bit in temp. How did they think any of that was a good idea? Hey, Trizzle, good to see ya! 24C for Dan. We're actually exactly the same, I think, right now. Procrastinating hardcore. Well, at least you have a small dog, Happy Mask. So their legs don't need to travel as far.
Right. See, it's kind of like it. We're gonna just but that's it. And curdle.
We're gonna watch the curdle. Surprised the temp's so different between Mr. Levity and Powell.
What? Oh. 30 and what?
30 and 24. Well,
that's not that bad.
I guess I just don't know anything about anywhere.
Okay, so when we're ready for our mix-ins, I have some chives that I got out of the garden this morning and I chopped up.
Scallions?
Well, green onion. And then I'm going to use this chipotle sea salt that I have.
Chip total?
But we'll just wait a little bit. I'm going to also partake in what you just did.
Nothing.
And then...
I just was having something to drink. No biggie, you know, you get that dryness. I'll just bring the mic over here. Sloop-de-doop-de. Manchester is indeed roasting today. We're not used to these temps, Krissy. You guys, I thought, what's Manchester? Rain? Is it rain all the time? It's 30 here. Whew. Yeah, we don't, so we need... The camper has been a lifesaver so far. Silly. My dad has a... my dad has a, portable air conditioner for us, which is an absolute wonderful thing. And we just have to go get it. And this is like the first month I don't really have to travel for any doctor's appointments, so kind of just gonna leave it that way this month. That I turned on the flash to see if it shows the curdles any better. Can you see those curdles? Is it a little curdly? We are the cold northerners, like the Starks. I prefer the cold. I prefer winter. All bugs are dead. It's wonderful. We're not used to seeing these temps, Krissy. Cold northerners. Hey, Lev, how much of Britain is projected to be underwater in 40 years? Honestly, there's going to be a lot of places underwater. I've always said we're going to be looking pretty good. I think we'll be beachfront property by the time we are, like, old. You know, it'd be nice. We can probably fish right off the front deck. I'm just kidding. Silly Hat Man asked Lev how much Britain's supposed to be underwater. American state, Atlanta, Georgia was in it. I can see the curdles. Curdle us harder, daddy. Nice. Just like the glass of milk I had. I turn the light on. Actually, you can see the bubbles popping in it.
Smells like it's making cheese.
As you not the act of, I believe, but actually I think it actually might be fine. It's just all these rules I believe are mostly for monetization value. Like if it's monetized through YouTube, you can't show legal substances. I think it's an advertiser.
You can't show drinking.
Like the swearing and stuff like that. I think that's mostly advertiser rules, but there is obviously other rules, you know, in a sense of I'm not going to say what you wouldn't be able to do, but I can imagine you can figure it out with your brain holes. Yeah. But I don't think anything that's legal is technically something you can't do. But
test the limits.
I know if Jason, it was say advertised.
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Test the limits.
Streaming hot tubs while drinking booze and advertising Ponzi crypto schemes to kids is allowed. Smoking weed, legal weed, bad. Yeah, that's
it's like the chance with it being on YouTube.
I'm not gonna
now,
show my bare ass.
Like the chance with it being on YouTube now, it's a lot more likely that my mom might come watch it or something. I don't know.
She might be scrolling YouTube shorts while she's doing her morning constitution and be like, "What the hell is this? Audio nipple eyes."
I can only disappoint the woman so much.
Audio nipple eyes. What the hell is this garbage? Ooh.
Oh, let me grind while I build
if Krissy builds it wrong.
Silly, my mom, I think, operates in a state of ignorance is bliss. So.
Silly Hat Man did make a good point.
What?
Yeah,
about that.
Ish. No, to an extent, maybe. Yeah. I mean, obviously nobody knows how much somebody might do, but let me build that rope. There's a giant ark in my state, so I go to that. Oh yeah, there is a giant ark in
there is a creationist museum here in Saskatchewan,
Kentucky.
Which I would think would be interesting to go to. It's in East End. And it's because they found a T-Rex.
I was gonna say
they found a T-Rex skeleton there. So, you know, to combat the whole like finding actual fucking scientific remains of a T-Rex skeleton. Oh yeah, no. You weren't supposed to watch it, Mr. Levy.
Yeah, that's why
it's not a good movie. It's not good.
That's why we made fun of it, bro.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
This is the curdle cam.
Did you at least like that? I fucking Kristen Dunst's character when she's laying there in the bed like drunk and when they're trying to take her gloves away, she's like, oh Jesus, oh Jesus God. It was so bad.
We didn't
there's
like
nothing. No, I didn't. It's a bad movie, but it's like
So Jason,
it's
also
so bad.
I told my mom about most things. It makes life easier. Yeah, I mean for sure.
That's fair. You thought it would be so bad that it was funny. No, it's
No,
not. It's not.
It's brutal.
It's painful to sit through. Everything about it is just fucking
The
bad.
storyline is garbage. Like
Yeah.
it's literally like in a nutshell. Two brothers inherit farm.
But did you enjoy when he angrily played the banjo?
So in a nutshell, it's two brothers inherit farm. One brother is worker brother. Other brother is marketing salesman brother.
But I was laughing hysterically at him build the rope. Yeah.
Contention, hidden homosexuality, movie. And they're like, why didn't people like it?
There's like so much pent up sexual aggression in him building that rope.
Yeah, bro, that's not a small scene. It's not a small scene.
No, it's a huge thing throughout the movie. Like,
Yeah, like no, that it's like 5 minutes of him building a rope, and you're like, what is this?
Oh, let me grind while I build this.
It's
road.
basically,
Fuck yeah.
I mean, that's as good an impression as I've ever seen.
I mean, yeah, it's probably that's more enjoyable than watching the movie. Is watching me impersonate Benedict Cumberbatch.
There
building
is a
rope.
movie that I want to watch, that we haven't. It's
T-Rex
free.
T-Rex skeletons were placed there by the devil to test our faith. I have met people who believe that.
Yeah. This, I've been told that we should watch this.
Fuck yeah! At the end, makes it classic.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So I've been told that we need to watch Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
In the new millennium, vampires no longer fear the sun.
Well, it's like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
That was
Or-
a good movie.
I do actually wouldn't mind watching Pride and Prejudice
Now
and
they're going
Zombie.
to learn. It's time to fear
Why is that shit on this?
the Son of God.
1 sec, I want this to go away. Oh.
Phil Caracas is Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
I mean, tell me that's not
I have heard of it.
top tier looking.
It does look top tier.
This video is not intended for all audiences. Enter your birthday, January 1st, 2023, and
The
submit.
Son of God.
Drizzle. T-Rex skeletons were placed here by the devil. So that's what I don't get about that, is seeing a dinosaur skull should, like, blow your fucking mind. And if you believed in something, it should make you go, whoa.
Well, I think that's why like so many people dragons and shit like that, because they probably uncovered a dinosaur skeleton. They're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but to go,
shit?"
no, this is clever. Somebody snuck in here and put this like 40 feet
So
deep.
clever.
40,
Yeah.
someone put this like 40 feet deep. Sneaky.
You know, it just proves that medieval people had more rational thought than us, and that they were at least, oh, this could be a fire-breathing dragon. Then this was put here by God to test our faith that, you know, the earth is only 3,000 years old. Have fun walking your dog, Happy Mass.
Enjoy the walk, buddy. What I will say though, this movie that you brought up, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, is an awesome movie.
I have not seen it.
It's, if I will say straight, who's the main actor? Some guy, I guess.
Oh, I've seen
Benjamin Walker
Rufus
is.
Sewell and stuff.
Well, yeah.
and Dominic
this
Cooper.
guy, he's from
He
that
was
one
in,
show we
yeah,
watched.
that show.
Not Preacher. Was it Preacher?
Yeah, it was Preacher.
But it's so good. I thought it was gonna be like just such a, like a, what do you call it? Like a joke movie. but it's actually really good. It's a good action movie.
History prefers legends to men.
Yes.
Soaring speeches to quiet deeds. History remembers the battle and forgets the blood. Whatever history remembers of me, if it remembers anything at all, it shall only be a fraction of the truth. For whatever else I am, a husband, a lawyer, a president, I shall always think of myself first and foremost.
I didn't expect this.
As a hunter.
Yeah. I mean...
7 years ago.
Yeah,
there is darkness everywhere, Mr. Lincoln.
Our fathers brought forth on this continent.
It seems like it should be a
new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Oh shit! I didn't know
vampires have been in the New World for centuries.
Now we are engaged in a great civil war. These brave men shall not have died in vain.
It's time vampires had a nation of our own.
I would watch this.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It came out on our anniversary.
Oh, did it really?
It's time vampires had a nation of our own.
Well, oh yeah, our wedding anniversary is coming up. That's the date.
The day.
The date of our anniversary. Us and probably many other people, because it's a good day in summer. Usually, you know, the day after the first day of summer. So probably on a weekend most of the time. Nice weather. Except for us, it wasn't. It fucking poured.
It was like a shower. It was like a sun shower, though. Oh no, that's not true.
Shall not perish from the earth. From the earth.
No, it poured. It
you
poured.
shall not pass.
Fucking poured the day of our wedding.
That's true. I forgot.
How's the cheese? We need to let it sit for a few more minutes. And then we'll do our mix-ins, but it's looking pretty curdly.
Let's toggle that light. Oh yeah, it's almost got like a skin. It's got like a delicious looking skin on it.
So we'll give that about 2 more minutes.
I think I'm gonna watch it again now. Honestly, Jason, I think I'm gonna convince.
The cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When the cheese comes out, this puppy comes looking. The rules are the rules, and the facts are the facts. And when the cheese drawer opens, you gotta pay the tax.
True.
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus?
Haven't seen that one. The same author that wrote the book is just based on, also wrote Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which is also made into a movie. Honestly,
I've heard that Pride and Prejudice and Zombies
Rain on a Wedding
good.
is good luck. That's what a wet knot is strongest. Rained on ours too. Honestly,
I heard that it was good luck, but it was like it was pouring rain. And the thing that sucked is like my bouquets that I made for myself and my bridesmaids and the boutonnieres, I made them all out of origami, so they were paper and therefore highly sensitive to wet. That was a bad choice. But, you know, you just have nothing outside until the rain is done. That was okay.
If I ever get married again and it doesn't rain on my wedding day, I'm canceling it. Well, how long do you have to annul it? Can't you? Isn't it like if you haven't made it or whatever they call it, consummated it? Wait, what? Are you putting cheese in it? Oh, consomme. Isn't a consomme something you eat, Jason?
It's like a...
It looks a lot better with that LED on. I don't know if it's bothering you or not. I mean, that's chipotle salt. Or chip total, however you might say it. Let's see how Brian says it. Chip total.
Chip Tuttle.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Chipotle. I honestly don't know how to say that word. When I go to Subway, I ask for Southwest sauce because I don't want to say I don't want to say it wrong. Chipotle? I knew I was spelling it wrong, Consomme. Jason, you're supposed to be the speller of... You're supposed to be the champion of the spelling bee, bro. What do you mean?
So I'm just... Hey, you want me to beat your dick off?
Oh.
You want to beat my dick off? I'll beat your dick off with both hands. What's up?
What's up? Are those chives or did Krissy sneeze into cheese? No, those are chives. From the Le Gardon. She is watching the curtilage.
I fear there's been some perhaps technical difficulties, so I'm just bringing it back up to heat because curdled as like, and the way you make ricotta is by essentially like reboiling your whey mixture. So if I can kind of just get more to separate right now by heating it up, that's what I'm attempting to do. Just letting you know the process.
Yeah, I was just turning it up so they could catch that. She's just, she's just making the cheese tax, yo. Freaking cheese tax. Gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When cheese comes out, this puppy comes.
The cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When the cheese comes out, this puppy comes looking. The rules are the rules and the facts are the facts. And when the cheese drawer opens, you gotta pay the tax.
The tomato plants, Mr. Levity is asking how they're doing. I haven't actually went and looked today.
She knows everything allowed to be sassy on their birthday.
Sassy on their birthday. The cheese tax, oh yeah. Silly hat man's got the silliest willy around.
That was really good.
I can smell it from here. Has the tomato plants, does it look like there's tomatoes on them yet? Or does, I don't know when it happens.
Well, as soon as they get flowers.
Pollinated.
Yeah.
I noticed, I had a sad moment today at the water tank. I noticed that the other gentleman who got water the other day backed over a bumblebee. And if the ground wasn't so hard, I was going to bury it because ants were trying to eat it. Also, there's a ton of ants. I think this whole place is actually like subsurface. There's like a 7 bajillion ants, like a giant ant colony.
But that's it for a little bit longer.
Like apparently, what is it? There's a one the size of Texas warring with one the size of something else.
Yeah, California.
California. Here's another one with the tick of beards, Mr. Levity.
Have I had deep dish? What's Pizza Hut? Is Pizza Hut deep dish pizza?
Do you prefer the mustache, Mr. Levity?
I love the mustache. I think you look so handsome.
I need to trim it a bit, actually. It's curling into my mouth, and it's really annoying. I could maybe get some wax and like curl it, maybe. Actually, no. I don't like to touch around my mouth since COVID. I trained myself to not lick the chip dust off of my fingers. And that's hard. That's some hard shit. You can't just like... Oh. Is that too hot or what? Is that too hot or what? Oh, you just seemed to... You seemed to rapidly move. So I thought maybe something went wrong. Well, she's just paying that cheese tax, you guys. Evan Selleck. Silly hat man.
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus?
The other thing, I know that this isn't necessarily if for those who like to trigger commands. You can also go to the Twitch chat, the Twitch channel, and just type in the exclamation mark. Like, that's what I've been doing. So, like, when I go, like, this...
You suck, silly.
It's just me typing it in the Twitch chat. But just so I don't have to go to that other thing to trigger them. But luckily, the names are the same. So, I mean, depends how many windows you want to have open, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
You don't suck, silly.
I'm gonna go deal with
the cheese tax, yo. Get the cheese tax all up in the cheese tax. Because, baby...
Maybe. Keep thinking maybe I should let it cool a bit. Let that cool more. It is curdling now. That's good. A little cool, a little bit more, and then we can make it into cheese.
Make it into cheese. I know you said cheese.
Leaning Tower of Cheese.
But it sounded like a Leaning Tower of Cheetah.
That's my one and only reference that I like Pauly Shore for is the Leaning Tower of Cheese. And that is from the Goofy movie.
Motherfuckers.
Halidocious? How dare you call me an halidocious? The Leaning Tower of Cheetah.
Uh-huh. Max, look. It's the Leaning Tower of Cheetah. Huh.
This is a great movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I loved this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Max, look. It's the Leaning Tower of Cheetah. Huh.
Oh, also, I guess I can do this.
I have nothing against Pauly Shore. It's just like that's
Pauly
the
Shore
only
hate will not be tolerated.
That's the only Pauly Shore thing that I really know and like.
Mr. Levity, do you want to see what it's like when British people rap?
There we go.
Incomprehensible British garbled noises.
It's so what's wrong, Dad? I understood every word he said. I clipped that. I don't know if you guys watch internet comment etiquette, but he's a pretty funny guy. I clipped that for you. There we go, there we go.
You unleashed a barrage of stupidity from me. Also, I can see all your chats above and it amuses me greatly. Super wow. Super ultra mega ridiculous pathetic fantastic monster super time traveling crazy motherfucking wow wow wow.
There we go.
I love that one. It's all good stuff. Let's check on the curdling.
I'm sure we can go. I wanted to make sure it wasn't.
Baby. Sounds like he's being sick, to be fair. He is at the end. That's the joke, is he's like, oh, let me see if I can make that. Oh, it might have went boo woo woo. It kind of fluctuated. Hopefully that changes back. Let me know, Lev. Oh, sorry. Look at that, you guys. Just take yourself a little slotted spoon. Is that what that's called?
Oh, yeah.
Take yourself a slotted spoon and you scoop out the curds there. She is placing the curds in the cheesecloth bag to curdify. Because I said, baby. Oh, don't say that. Yeah, slimy curds. I mean, it got a nice jiggle. Zoom in a bit more. So when you jiggle it on the spoon, just make it look extra jiggly. We're back to top quality. Thanks. Hey, anything for you, Mr. Lev. Look at that cheese jiggle, my friend. I can see every single chive. Well, we like to hear, Mr. Levity. Top cheddar chive performance.
They're fresh from the garden.
Fresh right from our very own garden. Now, everything all right?
Yeah, that's actually great. Loud noises.
Loud freaking noises. How are you feeling, Mr. Levity? I know that you've had some reactions to some of the stuff you've been taking and all that jazz. You haven't quite turned into Spider-Man. It'd be great if you did. Maybe you'll get it as a birthday present.
She knows everything allowed to be sassy on that birthday.
My feet are still swollen with autoimmune vasculitis, which hurts like a motherfucker.
Ooh.
But it's slowly going. Thanks for asking.
So that's like yeah, I guess we actually learned what did we learn about the legs? If you standing, the reason you can generally walk more before you get sore versus let me turn the gain down a bit here. Versus stand for shorter periods of time is that because the blood only pumps one direction in your legs unless your leg muscles are flexing to cause it to go back up into the pelvis area. It was when my immune system attacks healthy blood cells for no reason. It was in my arms, but that's gone now. That's crazy. My mom has rheumatoid arthritis, and I know that part of it's the inflammation that it's doing is eating away at tissue. I'm gonna check out the YouTube background music library.
Oh, what was that? Ford Cowboy thing that happened the other day? That was such a load of. That was on.
Oh my. That's just on the YouTube sound thing. So Cardboard Cowboy on Twitch. For those who haven't seen him, he's actually he's a very entertaining fella. He does a lot of very unique stuff. His hat is indeed cardboard. He got Twitch banned him for using his own music. No. So he set up a channel.
Lo-fi
It's called it's a lo-fi streaming channel. So basically it's kind of like a radio of his own music. And because he was doing that and didn't get the proper authorization, they banned the channel. But because of Twitch's rules, he couldn't go into his Cardboard Cowboy account because that would be considered ban evasion. So it was like, again, one of those things that the only reason it was really rectified was because of who he is, right? Because he's a slightly bigger streamer, so he caught the eye of some people like Moist Critical who made content about it. And when bigger people start talking about it on Twitter and that, then, Twitch or YouTube or Kick or whatever, they start to go, oh, fuck, we have to do something about this. Wonder if... Oh, YouTube has free wet fart sounds. Oh. 40-second wet fart sound. I'm not gonna play it, but 40 seconds? Go to a doctor. Yeah, penicillin sucks. The doctor told me that the pains in my joints were like arthritis. They've gone too, but oh my god, was it painful. I feel sorry for your mom. My mom's a trooper. She refuses to relax. She doesn't really get the opportunity. She's run. She also has the same squirrel brain as me that's always like, so sometimes it's that moment where you realize like, oh crap, it really hurts actually. Let me zoom your camera out a little bit. So there is curds in that bag. Whoa. A freaking bag of cheese. Let's see what else YouTube has for us. For in a sense of background music. A lot of classical music. Here's some dance music for you, Mr. Levity. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't really like searching for new music. I've realized in my older age, I kind of have the music I like, and I kind of avoid listening to newer stuff because it makes me feel old.
Like the other day, so we watched the newest Hot Ones where you had that musical artist Rosalia on.
Yeah.
And she's from Spain, I believe. I'd never heard of her before. I'd never heard her music. So, she's talking about it and how she likes to take influences from all kinds of stuff, especially like, orchestral music, and how her newest song, Moto Mommy, is super inspired by orchestral drums. And so I was like, well, I want to see what her music's about. And I was like, this is it? Her one fucking song, Chicken Teriyaki, was like about, like, I don't know. And then this Moto Mommy, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what?
I honestly, I guess if it's on YouTube, I could show it. But yeah, she's talking about how history and heritage is so important because it allows you to remember where you came from. So you can be inspired by your idols and ancestors and show them tribute to them.
Yeah.
But then so we're like, oh, she sounds very sophisticated in the way that she approaches music and everything. And so we go to check out a song, or Krissy did when I was outside.
I listened to 2 of her songs. I listened to her song Chicken Teriyaki, and I listened to her song Moto Mommy.
Yeah, and
it's not for me, and maybe it's because I'm an old lady now. I don't fucking know.
Oh, it's muted. So that's all we'll play. But that beat continues throughout the entirety of the song, and it's like the song, all the words are in that lyrical.
Sure.
The video though is like, it's like basically softcore. It's like what you call it, Britney Spears dirty.
She's very
when
pretty.
we were young.
I enjoyed listening to her on Hot Ones. She's highly intellectual. She is really great at expressing her thoughts and opinions and feelings on things. I just did not like her music.
Yeah, it was...
I was looking at her face.
It's just interesting. It's like people who are like talk about painting very sophisticatedly, and then maybe just like fill a water balloon with paint and throw it at a canvas. And you're like, what?
So an example that I use often is, this never happened to me, but when I was in my first year of university, I was friends with this girl who was in a drama class. And the drama professor was holding this apple, and he asked them, is this apple art? And they were all like, oh, there's a fucking mosquito. And
a skater.
They were all like, no, it's just an apple. And then he took the apple and he whipped it against the wall. Whipped it against the wall. And he's like, well, is it art now? And they're all like, well, yeah, I guess so, because now it's like, an expression of an emotion. And I mean, yes, but I don't. Not everything's fucking art. And that's just my opinion.
It's tough. Because also some things.
It's like that dude who taped that fucking banana to the wall.
Yeah,
it's
but
I know
exactly. Some people can find things in other things that not everybody can.
Right? I mean, it's good to have something make you think, but I don't think that just because it makes you think and it's something that's surrealistic like that doesn't necessarily make it art. That's my opinion.
I'm just gonna grab my neck pillow.
Coming from somebody who has a bachelor's degree in history with minors in archaeology and religious studies, so take that as you will.
I think there's...
I try not to have an opinion about art.
I think there's something for everybody, but not everything for someone.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? In a sense of... I could smash an apple against the wall and Jason could love it and everyone else goes, what the fuck? Well, I did make an impact on Jason, so it's something.
Yeah.
Unless it looks like something I can understand, I don't like art. I'd like to know that the person making it had an intention to make it turn out a certain way. But we used to do paint pouring stuff just for fun. I don't know if you guys have ever seen.
We had a wall of paint pouring art.
It looked cool.
Did. I fucking loved it.
Psychedelic.
You know what? It wasn't high art, but it brought us joy to do it. We would get real stoned and do some paint pouring, and our wall, we had going on up our stairs, full of paint pouring, and it just was so much fun. But it was also representative of fun
paint
we had
pouring.
Together.
It's true, paint pouring.
Paint pouring, but it is kind of like paint pouring.
So
this shit is so much fun to do.
Yeah, it's very. I don't know what this channel is, but it's very easy if you can get the stuff. And
it's lots of fun. We would do this for hours. We had so much fun paint pouring.
Let's put that. the thing is you can kind of have an idea of what's going to happen, but you don't fully have an idea of what it's going to turn out to be. And so it's a little bit less chaotic than, say, throwing an apple at a canvas, but it was interesting to be able to, I don't know, as someone who's not specifically creative, in a way of like starting from scratch, it was neat to just kind of work with what happens, and then you're like, that's kind of neat. The one thing I realized though, colors are very hard to figure out what doesn't just make brown.
Well, everything makes.
Well, you know what I mean, like, so you don't put too much stuff in to kind of muddle it all together.
Well, no, if you mix complementary colors together, they'll make brown.
Yeah, no, and I'm saying that's what I struggled with, is not, like, because I was like, I like these colors, I'll use these, but so the colors you like aren't the best colors to use.
What you're saying, with all love and kindness, is you didn't pay attention to art class in elementary school.
Of course not. I was the kid determining which marker
when they were
smelled
teaching
the
you
best.
like the color wheel and very basic color theory, you were like passed out. You're like,
yeah.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
was the kid who grabbed the box of markers and took all the different ones and told the kids, hey, this one smells good, this one smells bad. And then I'd get to the black
brown
one.
smells the best because it smells like cinnamon.
I'd get to the black one and I was like, this one's mine.
The black
This
licorice?
one's mine.
Or the Sharpie.
Only because it took the least amount of smells to feel a little bit loopy. You're just.
Wait, are you talking about Sharpie?
Well, just generally the black marker in every combination. In Evan's defense, I've tried mixing paint and it always ended up brown too. You try to make a subtle change and you end up with brown. Yeah, and like, see, some people, obviously this guy knows what colors are working, but like, so he didn't know what this was going to turn out to be. And if you were to say, Jason was like, oh, I really like that, I would put that on my wall. That's great. But if he said, this is my interpretation of a glacier, you'd be like, fuck you. No, it isn't. You didn't know that's what it was going to look like specifically. So, you know, it depends. It depends.
So if I'm going to be realistic with everyone, I don't think the cheese will be completely ready on stream because it needs to, like, you know, drip all the way off and form into a brick of delicious cheese. But I can say I will upload a picture of it on Discord when it is done. I'm just letting everyone know.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in here's on Discord. I haven't actually tested if the Discord link works. It does. Good. Let's see what it looks like in the bag though.
Yeah, it looks like a bag sitting in a sieve inside of a bowl.
A bag full of cheese, you say?
Yes.
Well, isn't it lovely? We will, once it forms into a ball, we will put that ball
I'll put a picture of it on Discord. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
For freaking sure. And it is it's coming up on lunchtime for us. I should probably go outside and make sure that there isn't something destroyed from some form of animal or nature.
I do need to water the plants.
We do. Fud.
Food.
What are you fudding about?
I've not eaten any food yet today, apart from drinking coffee.
Maybe ice cream. We'll have a little bit.
Don't have any ice cream.
Jason's gonna have a shower. It sounds good, Jason. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being here, hanging out with us. We always have a good time chit-chatting. And we will post pictures in Discord of the cheese.
Yeah.
This lovely lady will do that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I guess we're gonna end it. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I'll just send some hearts back. Oh, nope, that didn't
apparently
work.
Not.
Nope, didn't work. Yeah, OBS didn't like that. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.